There's nothing more hallowed or elusive in the continuous improvement game than the ability to sustain results. A client once remarked to me, "Scott, anyone can produce results. We can focus attention on any part of the business and it'll get better. But what are you going to do to sustain these results that you're promising to help us deliver?" It was a great question, and at the time, I didn't have a very good answer. But after years of trial and error since then, I do. Having seen hundreds of different business improvement teams both succeed and fail to produce and sustain results, I noticed that all of the successful ones exhibited the same 4 sequential stages. Now, these stages are not germane to any particular improvement methodology. They're not the plan, do, check, act cycle or the Six Sigma DMAIC steps or anything like that. And when I describe them to you, they'll instantly become recognizable. Now, while the stages themselves aren't complicated, the key to success is you need to pass through each stage in the right sequence and satisfy all of its requirements before moving on to the next. When an improvement project fails, it's usually either because of skipping a step or moving on too quickly. And once you understand these stages and the requirements to satisfy each one, you can troubleshoot any improvement project. You can resurrect it if needed and rapidly get it back on track. The 4 stages of any successful sustained improvement project are the problem-solving stage, the technical trial stage, the practical trial stage, and finally the implementation stage. The goal of the first stage, the problem-solving stage, is to take an improvement opportunity, could be a waste opportunity, productivity, procurement, any other value driver, and to study it in order to gain a deeper understanding of it than your organization has ever had before. And with this deeper understanding, to identify its root causes and potential solutions to improve performance and capture value. When these true root causes are unearthed, simple solutions present themselves, and at this point it's time to move on to stage 2 and begin trialing those solutions. However, what often happens at the start of an improvement project is that the desire to know exactly what you're going to do and precisely what you're going to change in advance overwhelms good sense, and solutions are developed based on guessing and what may have worked in some other comparable situation, without first gaining a deeper understanding of the opportunity, its associated problems, and their root causes. Trying to move on from the problem-solving stage too quickly presents as cookie-cutter solutions that seem clunky, are onerous to implement, and rarely produce much value. The second stage, the technical trial stage, is all about putting your solutions to the test in a controlled environment. This means running a brief trial somehow, with measures in place like extra monitoring or placing product on hold to test your solutions in the production process. You may not be saving any money yet. In fact, it may cost money to perform the trial, but this step is critical to confirm that your solutions are effective and can produce the anticipated improvement in performance. This is where you have the opportunity to find bugs and tweak your solutions to eliminate them. You'll often see a desire to skip this step and try to save time by jumping straight to implementation, born out of an extreme confidence that the untested solutions will work just fine. When they don't, the cost and heartache can be considerable, and the whole improvement project becomes undermined. Don't skip this step. Step 3 is practical trials. Once you've ironed out any technical bugs and know your solutions can create value, the next question to answer is what practical challenges may prevent them from being broadly adopted on the shop floor. You test this with a more prolonged, uncontrolled trial and monitor the issues that arise. Was someone out on vacation the day you trained your operators on a new procedure you expect them to use? There are dozens of small issues like this that can arise and undercut your implementation. Best to figure out what all of them are now before you implement. Having a great solution die because of an easily addressable practical challenge is one of the most heartbreaking ways for an improvement project to fail, but it happens all the time. Once you've ironed out all the technical and practical challenges, it's time for stage 4, implementation. If you completed the first 3 stages thoroughly, implementation across all relevant parts of the business will be a breeze. But if issues are persisting with getting the solutions to stick, to produce the anticipated business impact, and for that impact to be sustained, it usually means something's been missed from an earlier stage, and you're best off returning to this earlier point when things began to go off the rails. With that, I wish you all the best with producing and sustaining big results from your business improvement projects. And if you have any questions or feedback, please don't hesitate to reach out.